Hello my friends and welcome back. It's Friday, the end of the week, and when today's work is over, when you see this video, I am already with my friends in a bar opening a cold brewski, alcohol free of course. Today started good, for me at least, but not for the Russians in Moscow, specifically not in Russia's airports around Moscow, because Ukraine decided to send, SPU decided to send yet another massive drone wave to Russia and around the capital also, for the second day in a row. It started all on 21st of May, 2 days ago. Russia was attacked by drones for the second day in a row. Airports were closed, one object was under special surveillance, and I just want to watch these photos also because they are beautiful. Every time I see a Ukrainian drone up in the sky in Russia or something burning in Russia, I cannot resist the urge to say loud, wow, 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 ooh la la. This is the Lute drone, it's beautiful. Russian Ministry of Defense claims that they have been shooting down over 400 drones in the last 3 days. No damn way, but that's what they claim at least. All of the airports are closed, many of them. There are targets inside Moscow city center. Civilians in Moscow are filming the burning strikes, the drones connecting the targets, the explosions. It's beautiful for me to watch. As of 10 p.m., Russian media are reporting that Ryazan is being also attacked by drones. In particular, residents of the Dashki district are reporting explosions in the sky. It is alleged that Russian air defense is operating. But here I would like to ask, what air defense doing? Because we have plenty of videos of drones hitting what they're supposed to hit. Internet outages, flight chaos follow. See, Putin knows that he cannot really shoot down Ukrainian drones. They're trying all the time. So what they do is they jam the internet or just turn it off. When drones are flying, Ukrainian drones, they just cut the communications to any oblasts that could be the target. But in this specific video, NPO Bazalt, a major ammo producer factory, is hit. I just want to show you the video so I'm not only talking and we can actually see something being hit. Boom! That's the sound of freedom, my friends. Russians getting their sense of freedom. Very nice. This is a scene from a Moscow airport. 11 regions were altogether attacked in Russia, but this Moscow airport fully closed. People have to wait. Planes cannot land, as you can see from this. They are circulating around Moscow. All the airports are closed. People just have to wait inside the planes and inside the airports. And you can see the video, on this photo here also that Ukrainians have managed to ground or force up into the air all of the airplanes. Either they have to stay on the ground or they have to stay up in there, but they cannot land or lift up in the air. And look here, no airplanes in the almost 1,000 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. This is the power of Ukrainian long-range drones. I love it. I love the effect of it. And by the way, Ukraine sent so many drones that I have to show you this video. This is insane. This is one of the airplanes circulating around Moscow. Civilians looking outside of the plane, seeing Ukrainian drones from the plane window. This is insane. Look at that. That's a Ukrainian drone, and they cannot land because of this drone, and they see it from their plane window. And by the way, why Russians don't really want to shoot them down with their S-300 and S-400s is that they have civilian airliners so close. You can see this is a few clicks of distance, maybe 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers only of this civilian airliner and this Ukrainian drone. It's an S-300 made in Russia. You think it's gonna shoot down the drone? No, it's gonna shoot down the airliner. They cannot use these. Situation got so bad that military was deployed to the Moscow city center with these mobile air defense crews. I mean, let's be honest, these Ukrainian long-range drones, the Lutey drone at least, they're loud, they fly low, and they're quite easy to shoot down with kinetic means, meaning just with a machine gun if you can. So that's what the Russians are trying to do, because this in a way is safer than trying to use their S-300s while civilian airliners are circulating around. So you see this specific Tiger vehicle with a heavy machine gun on top. They are searching for the drones in the city center. I mean, look at that. There's the church, right? And you can see the Kremlin also right here. I mean, this is pure chaos and I love it. But not only Moscow, I mean, all other regions also. Check this out. This is the Yelets, Lipetsk region, the JSC Energia factory. This factory is producing again for the military, very important factory, and don't take my word for it, watch the video. Ёб твой! Ракета уже, блядь, ёб твой! Беги, Иван, беги! Туши свет! Got him! Very nice. Yeah. So I'm having too much fun, man. I'll stop, I promise. Okay. Yeah, the drone part is over. My friends, Father's Day is coming up and I have the perfect gift from my father. The Extra Wallet Pro. My father is quite a traditional man with a very traditional wallet that has seen ages. It is time for a stylish yet reliable upgrade. Upgraded Extra Wallet Pro holds 1 to 14 cards and bills and has a metal card ejector trigger. It is built to last and even has a lifetime warranty. I know my father wants a leather wallet, so I will gift him this traditional yet practical and modern Extra Wallet Pro. But Extra also sent me something for me and my wife. We are going to travel this summer and we are using this extra travel compression bag which triples my packing space by compressing the clothes. It's made from strong anti-rip nylon and is waterproof. These anti-leak zippers protect clothes from spills. It can be compressed with this portable USB-C rechargeable air pump. Click the link in the description below to get your father the Extra Wallet Pro or get yourself a travel compression bag. Use my code Artur10 at checkout to get 10% off on your order. Thank you Extra for sponsoring today's video. You know, it's Friday, it's the end of the week. I'm gonna be honest, my friend, I'm quite tired. I did 3 podcasts this week. It was an insane work week for me. I'm waiting for that alcohol-free beer tonight at a bar. I think I'm gonna smoke some shisha also, like the how do you call it in English? Water pipes, you know, just tobacco. Don't worry, nothing else, just tobacco. But I want to relax, okay? So I picked videos that I find funny. This one came out of the front. And this Russian soldier is facetiming with his... I don't know who, but I open the video, I click and I just pizda, pizda means in Russian female private parts in a very juicy way, pun intended. And this guy's... Look, obviously drunk, talking to his friend from the front. The friend is bizdets. Bizdets means like a variation of bizda, which is also a very juicy female body part in another way to say in Russian. And this guy is hearing something, looking up. I said, da blad, which means, again, another word for female body part in Russian. They have a lot of words for that. Yobany means, you know, the physical activity man and woman do, but a very juicy way to say that in Russian, just to give you an idea of the Russian language. Oh my God, I heard the explosion and then, oh, that's so juicy. That made my day right here. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee, man. I'm enjoying this. You know why? Some of you might call me a psychopath, but this man will never come to Estonia and pull a trigger on my family or my people here. They will never occupy us. So you can see how much joy I get out of these videos, because if they do it there, they're gonna do it here. Not this guy. Now I'll bring you an analysis of a Russian motorcycle assault. Because they do those, a lot of those, and most of them fail. Sometimes they do take some ground. Russians do everything that works even a little bit. Most of the assaults fail, but just some of them don't. I'll read you the analysis, you get the idea why they do it. Their military mindset, the analysis is, if it works even a tiny bit, don't care about the losses. If it works a little bit, use it on a mass scale. Ukrainian blogger Sharp Hat on a Russian motorcycle assaults. The pressure of the Russian troops in the Donbass is noticeably increasing. Assaults on motorcycles are actively used. This is far from a new tactic. It involves great losses, but it still has certain results. To counteract Russia's expanded use of motorcycles, Ukraine has decided to use drones to mine the roads with PFM-1 anti-personnel mines. The 40 gram of liquid high explosive in this mine apparently has decisive effect on motorcycle wheels. And check it out. 40 grams, it's the smallest mine that exists. It doesn't kill a man, it just maybe hurts the feet, maybe blows your ankle up, nothing more. It never kills you, but injures you. But with a motorcycle, it comes like 50 miles an hour or 75, 80 kilometers an hour. You hit that mine, look what it does to the wheel, front wheel. I always love when the guys speak, as they speak so it's very difficult to describe it, how these Izkoi meat assault guys speak. Right, so you hit the mine, your front wheel is done, you are immobilized down in the ground, you're not fast anymore. When you're not fast anymore, things start to drop on you, because artillery fire is very difficult to drop on motorcycle assault when they move 70 kilometers per hour. Drones can catch them, of course. From that moment they hit these mines, they're on the foot. They move 5 kilometers per hour, maybe 7 if they run. But then artillery is accurate. So the goal is to immobilize these guys and then pick them off one by one. And this is what these small mines, look at them, you can see the mines. You can call them butterfly mines also if you want to. Russians use them on mass scale, Ukrainians also. We will start using them here in Estonia now, because we're pulling out of the Ottawa Convention, and I fully support that. Mine the hell out of Estonian border with Russia, with anti-tank, with infantry. As many as you can, saturate that, I don't care. Because we know what the Russians do. I mean, if this butterfly mine is what it takes to take out the Ivan, do it. This is what they look like. They're very droppable for drones. Small drones even can drop like 10 of them at a time and saturate an entire road. You step on that, you're not going to walk anymore. You're not going to die, but you're not going to walk. And also you cannot ride a bike over them, as you could see. So they are effective and they're cheap. For example, 20 motorcycles are riding, some of them are destroyed by artillery, some by drones, someone is eliminated by mining, and someone else is taken out by infantry in a gun battle. But several motorcycles still have a chance to jump into the landing. Behind them is another group of the same time, then more and more. The bulk of these bikers are suicide bombers, but apparently they are completely satisfied with this. And they are, yeah. But it's a good analysis to give us an understanding why Russians throwing away their troops like that. Because in Russian commanders' eyes, they're not throwing away troops. First wave goes, wastes the drones and artillery munitions. Ukrainians have to reload and bring in new drones up into the air. Then the second assault group goes, and maybe the first one cleared the roads also from mines with their bodies. The second one goes a little bit further. So from Russian commanders' point of view, they go a little bit further. That's from their eyes, it's success. My friends, usually I butcher 5 names of Buy Me a Coffee monthly membership, but we don't have 5 new members, so I have only 2. Hey, but that don't stop me. I'm gonna butcher 2 names. Oskar Otterfacke. I gotta say that again, because that's not one, that's like 5 names. Oskar Otterfacke. Thank you for being weird and supporting the channel. Greikton Kodvin. Thank you also. And if you want to make this list longer, just sign up to buy me a coffee monthly membership. Now, my friends, let's go to Crimea, occupied Crimea, because we don't really report much on that, but it is important because it's such an easy thing to do. In this video, you can see a burning military logistics train relay cabinet. That's a mouthful I just said. But yeah, burning military logistics train relay cabinet. Very easy to set on fire. They're not guarded, but they will slow down the logistics by a few days every time this happens. And partisans do it all the time. They actually get money from it, from GRU and SPU. So they can kind of, do what they love for work. If you are a patriot of Ukraine, you're living in occupied Crimea, you can get paid for that stuff. And you're taking out Russian logistics. So it's a win-win. It's what my good friend from Kazakhstan would say, a very nice opportunity. Putin came out with another information operation, and I'm beginning with it is a fully information operation, but still I want to watch the video. I'll read you the subtitles. It's 20 seconds. I have already said that it was decided to create the necessary security buffer zone along the border. Our armed forces are now accomplishing this task actively. The enemy's fire points are being suppressed. Yada yada. The work is going on. What are you yapping about, Mr. Putin? Well, thing is, Putin wants to take all of Ukraine. That is a fact. They're not able to. That is a fact. So any kind of intent to create a buffer zone or create a bigger army or create new units, everything Russia has and produces goes immediately to the front and to the battle. That's it. That is a fact. They have nothing extra. The only extra thing they have not used in war is their nuclear weapons. So they want to create a buffer zone, and Putin is making that info up. The goal is to influence Donald Trump and United States leadership, MAGA guys who for some reason think that Russians can take Ukraine. I don't know where they get that information. Well, from videos like this. Putin can say they are creating a buffer zone, but you actually have to create it. You actually have to take land to do so, and they're not taking land right now. For the longest time, they haven't taken anything. In the last year, I think they have occupied like 1 or 2% of the entire Ukrainian territory. That's the change of the last year. So almost the front doesn't almost move at all. And why doesn't it move? Well, one of the reasons is drones and artillery. Russian drones and Ukrainian drones, both sides find it very difficult to assault, attack, especially with the new fiber optic drones. Look at that video, for instance. This is a video of a Ukrainian field in Kursk area. These shiny, I don't know if you see it from your screen, but these shiny lines here are fiber optic cables. These fiber optic cables, they're very thin, and there's hundreds, thousands, I'm guessing tens of thousands of kilometers laid them all over the place. I mean, drones fly, the cable rolls itself out, it just drops to the ground. It's filled with it. You cannot walk, you cannot run or crawl. You will get, not stuck, but it will get stuck on you. It's everywhere. You can see it everywhere. And it doesn't decay. It's just gonna be there for the longest amount of time. Another video for you to just show it how thin or thick they are. You can see it in the video. Everywhere. You gotta just, if you're walking, they get a little bit tangled in your feet. You gotta just again take out your knife and cut them. Because this is like, they're a nuisance, honestly. And if they get stuck in your bike or something, they're actually a real nuisance. But fiber optic drones cannot be jammed. They can only be taken down by kinetic means. My friends, you already know my stance on Trump. this is what I believe. If you're new to the channel, well, here you go. You know what I believe. I think Trump is a stupid man, and he does not understand Russia or Russian mindset or Vladimir Putin at all. And he thinks he has an amazing ability to make deals. Well, it might work in the capitalist world of the West, but Russian mindset is a bit different. It doesn't follow the same rules. So Trump's deal-making abilities, which have or have not worked, depending on who you ask, do not work with Russia at all with Putin. And Trump doesn't, for some reason, see it. They have never worked. For Putin, for Russia, I'll say that again, words are showing your weakness. If you talk to him, if you want to make a deal with him, you're showing your weakness and he will exploit it with weapons. Trump is all words on Russia. He has not pressured them in any kind of way. So, yeah, for Putin, the information he gets is, we are weak, do as you please. This is what Trump is sending to Putin all the time. So, Trump told European leaders behind closed doors that Putin isn't ready to end the war. Oh, wow, what a surprise. I mean, if you have been following this channel, I would have told you this a year ago. Ever since Trump came out with the communication for the first time that he's going to end the war, I was having fun with that. A bombshell from the Washington Post. Yeah, I'm not going to read it. Trump is not going to end the war. He's not going to end anything. Maybe his own life at some point. But now I bring you German Defense Minister Pistorius. I'll quote, I believe that Trump overestimated his negotiating position, his personal power. Yes, he did. Trump's first major mistake was right at the beginning when he promised that Ukraine wouldn't join NATO and even offered Ukrainian territory. End of quote. Yeah, I do agree totally. Trump is not connected to reality. He has very distorted understanding of his own abilities to do something in this war. I don't know where he got the idea that he has any kind of cards. He doesn't. It's delusional a bit, I think. But now we go to US on the same topic, and yeah, Lindsey Graham. I've read all the comments about this guy, and hey, I'm not a big fan of this guy. I'm just going to say that there is a movement in the Republicans and Democrats that they want sanctions. So there's some kind of movement going against Russia in the Senate. Yeah, Putin has a few days before the US imposes sanctions. Again, I have heard this information, a few months now. Again, Putin only reacts to actions. Words doesn't move the Russians because the mindset is different. They speak a different language. If you say words towards them, you speak towards them, they say, okay, you're weak. So, Senator Richard Blumenthal and Lindsey Graham, if you want to understand the Russian mindset, you got to listen a little bit here, man. Actions, not words. Impose the damn sanctions and then you can speak to him after that. You gotta punch them in the face first. Now I gotta go to my Nordic brother, Finland. You know, Estonia, Finland. Very similar people, very similar language, yet so different. But I'm so proud because Finland has launched the first Pohjanmaa class. Pohjanmaa, in Estonia it's Pohjanmaa, which means Nordic land or Northland. Pohjanmaa class multipurpose corvette. A key element of the country's largest naval program, Laivue 2020. They will order 4 of such ships. And I really like it. Finnish Navy producing their own ships in Finland. I like shipbuilding. No countries do that, only like China does it. US should definitely revive their shipbuilding capabilities. Finland is doing that. And I do hope every NATO-like country will continue or start building their own navy. That's what I would like to see, and Finland is doing that. So props to the Finnish brother Kiitos for being so awesome. You might say I say kudos, which is in English, but I say kiitos, which means thank you in Finnish. This ship has the ability to lay mines, shoot missiles, and to do all other kind of cool stuff. Also, a helicopter pad is in the back. If necessary, they can stop Russian shadow fleet, tankers in the Baltic Sea. It's awesome. And continuing on the shipbuilding capabilities of the world, we go to the quite opposite. We go to North Korea, and I'm sure you already have heard about it. Kim Jong-un was invited to watch the ceremony of finishing a ship. It was a 5,000-ton destroyer in the port of Chongjin. And it totally failed. I mean, the ship almost broke in half, and the damage, the kneel of it, full failure. They built it, it was ready, it was a ceremony, and it just kneeled over and broke in half pretty much. Kim Jong was there to watch it. I mean, I don't want to know how many people are gonna get unalived and knocked out cold because Kim Jong saw the failure of this ship launcher. I don't know how you call it. Well, a lot of people are gonna be gone in North Korea because of it. Yeah, Kim is shaken to the core. Or I love how the Western world media puts it, like Kim Jong-un mad, furious. He's not mad or furious. He's just gonna do this and point to a few guys, few hundred guys maybe, and everything is gonna be gone. Anyway, it's a massive failure for North Korean shipbuilding capabilities. I'm not here to only blather them or like banter them. They have, unfortunately, ramped up their military with Russia's help, big time Russia's help. They're producing now missiles and even tanks, which are way more modern than before the 2022 full-scale Ukrainian invasion, because Russia is helping them. They are sending their artillery shells by the millions, tens of millions actually, to Russia. And Russia is sending their modernized capabilities to North Korea, which North Korea then adapts and starts building their own. So they are a dangerous enemy. My friends, check this out. Can the Baltic's hedgehog defense stop the Russian army? In-depth analysis. But you can see members first. Oh, you're not a channel member? Well, no problem. That's not buy me a coffee. That's a bit different and it's a lot cheaper. So you go here, become a member of the channel. You click. You see it's only 99 cents per month. It's $1 pretty much. And you get 4 extra videos per month. In-depth analysis. And this is horses. Look, we are building a wall on the Russian border. This next video, which comes out tomorrow, by the way, is about the Baltic hedgehog defense on the Russian border. So yeah, join up to be a channel member and go enjoy these extra videos for you. And as always, until my next video, Slava Ukraini and bye-bye.